Hey, this is Mikko from ML Sound Lab, and this is Amped Duo. Okay, it's finally here, one of my favorite amplifiers of all time, finally in plugin format running the Vorna amp engine, meaning that it's essentially indistinguishable from real tube amplifiers, and we can actually even make a demonstration of that maybe later. Let's just hear what it sounds like. So this is the very first preset that it comes with in the year 2000, so you know, back in those days we didn't really have standards for having super tight low ends, we had huge low ends, so this is what it sounds like. So you'll hear this kind of a sound many times in those big choruses where you hear a long chord ringing out. This is that sound. It's a very recognizable ring that the amplifier has, and we are very, very happy that we were actually capable of capturing this. Now for getting a tight low end with one of these amplifiers, what you need to do is actually use a drive pedal. So just to demonstrate this, I'm gonna turn on the drive pedal and just turn the drive actually off, and it's very basic. And many times you'll hear people say that with this amplifier you always need to use a drive pedal. I don't personally agree with that. For example, I'll demonstrate a preset called Nu Metal, and I would say that even in Nu Metal days they weren't really using boosts in front of this amplifier, so you could play something like this. So for that kind of a sound, you actually don't use a drive pedal. But, you know, as the genres evolved and after the 2000s, people started using boost pedals more commonly, and that's where the whole metalcore and djent and stuff like that happened. So we have a preset called Gentlecore that kind of bridges between the current djent and metalcore sounds. So this is what it sounds like. So that may actually be the tone that you're more familiar with regards to this amplifier, even more than it's being unboosted, but it all depends. Personally, I don't use a boost with this amplifier. You can choose, luckily, with the pedal board that we have here. So let's just go through the different features we have here. On this pedal board, we have a noise gate. I personally don't use a noise gate that much. I use a little bit with the drive pedal, but overall our modeling is so clean that it's actually less noise than the real amplifiers. So in that sense, you don't necessarily have to use a noise gate. We have kind of a Cali type compressor pedal, but with just one knob in here. We have a chorus, delay, and a reverb. These are all kind of very high quality studio effects, and the delay has a vintage echo analog type circuit in their model. So it's a very, very nice usable effects section that we have here. Obviously with these newer amp sims we have the cabinet section. So down here we have a knob that says cab. Seems like some of you haven't found it yet, but it's here. You click it and boom, you get this 3D cab simulator where you can actually place microphones. Let me just quickly demonstrate this. So if you place the microphone dead center, it'll sound like this. And if I start pulling it to the side, you'll hear what happened. You get a darker but more aggressive sound, I would say. And on top of that, you can actually pull the mic back. So let's hear what that sounds like. And even more than that, you can kind of do the classic Swedish mic up, meaning you have two 57s and you angle one of them. And I would say they usually don't put a dead center in that case. And then you have this kind of a sound. Very cool and super versatile. You have 4 mics, so for example, if you put a ribbon here, you can place it dead center into the side and pull it back, and same with all these 4 microphones that we have here. Even have a 421 here, which is awesome. Jumping to the amp section, we have 8 amp sims, all based on the same amplifier, and with all of these you have 5 presets that I kind of made for you to try out if you don't know what you're doing, but I think you do, and it's very easy to use. So let's jump to the second channel and maybe use the vintage mode so you hear something completely different and unique. I tried to go for kind of a British type sound, but obviously out of this amplifier, it's a very American sounding amplifier, so let's see what it sounds like. So as you can hear, there's a lot of versatility in there, and as you probably know, it's one of the most used amplifiers in all genres. People don't really see it as a clean amplifier, but what I found personally is that the clean channel is actually very good, and it is actually like very close to some kind of an American combo amplifier, which I also own, so I know. But with the real amplifier, many times to get the volume up, you need to actually crank up the gain quite a bit, and that's kind of the problem. But in a plugin format, you don't have that problem. So I just start with the pristine clean preset, and I'll show it to you. I'll actually even split the coils on the guitar, and you can actually hear how beautiful it sounds. Check it out. Like I said, it's very beautiful sounding, and with the platform that we have here in the pedalboard section, we can actually do quite many awesome things. So for example, we have a preset called Ambient Clean, and we're using the delay and reverb section of this clean channel, and this is actually driven up just a little bit, but still it's, in my opinion, a very beautiful sound. So let's have a listen to that. And that almost sounds like you're in a spa or something, or a church or something. So yes, there is a huge versatility in this plugin. Maybe because it looks so angry and so metal, people see it only as a metal amplifier. But as we all know, many of the pop-punk bands actually use this amplifier more than even some huge metal bands. So let's try and see if we have a preset that's more of your, let's say, pop, punk, or rock kind of a sound. Let's use the warm beef preset and see what it sounds like. So yes, it has an amazing sound for different genres, and this time with this release we actually released 3 teaser clips before telling people what this amplifier is. and people were definitely wrong. When we go to lower gains, people tend to say that it's a Vox AC30, and I think that is what the clean sound actually sounds like a little bit. You do have that crystal clear sparkle thing, and you have a huge low end, which kind of is your Vox territory. And also the rock type of sounds got guesses mostly about it being an orange rock reverb or something, an orange amplifier, and that is also true in my opinion. It has that full pop punk sound in the medium gains. Obviously with the uber high gains, it's pretty clear that this is the amplifier that it is. And that once again goes to show how awesome the amp modeling is when people just hear a clip without knowing what the amplifier is and they know what amplifier it is. So thank you so much for all the guesses down below in the teaser clips, and thank you for watching the video. Go check out the free trial of Dual Amped, and that's essentially it. Thank you and bye bye.